Okay, I'm going to start. If not, I will got not enough time. So the first question is direct inverse proportion. So you see, I'm going to teach you this question first. Then after that, I'm going to talk about the this 3 variable thing. Okay. So this I will write 5 men, 28 days, 1 boat. Okay. Then after that, they said, assuming the men work at the same rate, so calculate the number of men. So question mark men, and it must be within 20 days. We are talking about 1 boat. So by right, there's 3 variables. There's men, there's day, and there's a boat. Okay. But in this question, both situations, the boat remains at 1 boat. So since 1 boat is constant, no change, so I can ignore the 1 boat and just focus on 2 variables. Okay, so that means I have man and day. So next is you need to ask yourself, okay, when you have more men, do you use more days to complete, or do you use less days to complete? Okay, and we know that it will take less days. So that means 1 up, 1 down means it's inverse proportion. Understand? So this means when I have more men, I take lesser day to complete. So this is inverse. So we know that M will be equals to inverse K over D. So this is a partial formula whereby K is a constant. You need to solve your K. So I'm given the information of 5 men and 28 days. So I'm going to use this, okay, to solve my K. This is Sec 2 express. Okay, so I'm going to sub in 5 men, K over 28, and K will be equals to 5 times 28, and K is equals to 140. 140. Okay, I write very untidy. I'll rewrite 140. Okay, then after that, my full formula now is M is equals to 140 over D. Then we can use this formula to solve the second one. So it's question mark men and 20 days. So that means M is equals to 140 over 20. So that means it will be 7 men. So for 20 days, you will need to hire 7 men to do the work. Okay? Okay, kids, you see, I'm going to teach you something if about 3 variables. 3 variables. So if I change my question, so this one is 1 boat, right? So if I change the question and say, how many men, let's say 20 days, okay, I change another 15 days, 15 days, and then I say 3 boat. 3 boat. Okay? In such a situation, I don't no space, right behind, I do behind, okay, I do behind, so now it's, I have 5 men, 28 days, 1 boat. Then they ask question mark man and 15 day, 3 boat. Okay, so I changed the question a bit. This is 3 variables. It means that I have M, I have D, I have B. Okay, so in this situation, it's 3 variables. Okay, so this is how I do. Okay, of course, some school ask you, I'll cover this, change every 2 variables at the same time. But for my way, I use a formula using 3 variables. So first I ask myself, M and D, just now we already know that M and D is 1 up, 1 down. So they are inverse proportion. So this one is M is equals to K over D. Now I want to ask men and the boat. When you have more men, do you build more boat or do you build less boat? It will be more men, you can build more boat. So the men and the boat is direct proportion. So M is equals to K, KB. So you see, so M and B is direct, M and D is inverse. So when you combine these 2 formulas together, it becomes M is equals to KB over D. Okay, so with this, sub in the value. So I have 5 men, K I'm supposed to find, boat I have 1, D I have 28. So my K is equals to 140. Okay. Then now you come back to the formula. Now you know M is equals to 140B over D. Okay, so now you can sub this in. So you say, okay, man is equals to 140, 3 boat. over 15 days. Then of course press calculator. Okay, 140 times 3, divide by 15. So that means I need to hire 28 men in order to complete the building of 3 boats within 15 days. Understand? So this is a 3 variable method. Okay, this one I will attach to the solution so you all can see. So this is refer behind. Okay, question 1 I put as question 1 extra. All good? Can understand? Can I move on? Oh, okay. My life was jammed here. Okay, let me see here. How do you combine the m equals to oh, because my m is the subject, you see. So I combine, okay, and then the d is at the denominator, the b is at the numerator. I mean, strictly speaking, if you look at this and look at this, the k should not be the same. The k should not be the same, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. I just want to find out what is the k that combine these 3 variables together. K is a constant. Okay, so where k is constant, that means it's a fixed number. Okay, k is a constant. Yep, k is a constant. This is a 3 variables way. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. This is a Sec 2 question. Okay, today this one is express. Okay, Sec 2 express. Okay, now let's come back to the paper. Okay, look at the bottom. This question commonly asked, but it's also a common question that students always don't know how to do. About those kind of half double this kind of question. So listen. So first they say A is directly proportional to the cube of B. So I will say A is equals to KB cube. Okay. So maybe I should say cube of the B. So it's supposed to be like that. Put the bracket B. You should I'm trying to say that whatever B you have, you're going to put inside the bracket. So now next is they tell you, okay, A is 24 for a particular value of B. So I will say A is 24 equals to KB cube. Okay? Wait, this one like a bit jam like that. So next is they ask, find the value of A when this value of B is halved. Okay, when this value of B is halved. So what I'm going to do is, what is my new B? My new B is B divided by 2, which is half B. Okay, and then after that, let's find out my new A. Okay, my new A will be equals to, always use this formula, so it will be KB cube, right? So KB cube. Now my new B is going to throw into the bracket, so it will be half B inside the bracket. Okay, so this one, half to the power of 3 is 1 over 8, B to the power of 3 is B cube, and don't forget that there's a K here. Okay, so now it becomes K multiplied by 1 over 8 B cube. And I'm going to shift, you see, if I'm going to write 2 times 1 times 3, it's the same as 1 times 2 times 3, right? I'm just shifting the multiply number. So it means that I'm going to write it as 1 over 8 multiplied by KB cube. 1 over 8 multiplied by KB cube. And the sad news is I don't have my K, I don't have my B, but I have the whole junk here. Do you see that I have my KB cube is equals to 24. So I'm going to sub in 1 over 8 multiplied by 24, and that will give me 3. And we are done. Understand? So here, this is for half, right? This is for half. I'm going to change the question, and then I'm going to do for the double. Okay, so I will do it behind again. So let's see. Same question. Okay, so I'm going to copy the in front part. Wait, let's see. Okay, let me just do like that. Okay, wait, give me a moment. Okay, so I'm going to have A is equals to KB cubed. 24 is equals to KB cubed. Now is they want to find the value of A when the B is doubled. Doubled. Wait, how to get the 24? The 24 is given here. They say A is equals to 24 for a particular value of B. Okay? So now, we're going to put, where am I? Okay, so now my new B is doubled. So my new B is B times 2, double so it becomes 2B. So I need to find my new A using the formula equals to KB cubed. So now this new B going to throw inside. So it will be 2B over here. Okay? This double is you come up yourself. Yes, correct. This double I come up myself one. Because typical question they always ask, either they ask half lah, double lah, triple lah, increase by 100% lah, increase by 200%. But the method is always the same. The concept is the same. It's just changing so-called the new B. Understand? Okay. So then after that, 2 to the power of 3 is 8. So it becomes K8B cubed. Again, I shift it. So it becomes 8 times KB cubed. Okay. Again, I know my KB cubed is what? 24, right? So it becomes 8 times 24. So 8 times 24 will give me 192. Done. Can? So the paper itself, the question asks for half. But I do an extra question behind, which is for double. Okay? So this one is again, this is again question 1B extra. Just now was question 1A extra. Question 1A extra. Okay? So this is for this question. All good? Understand? Understand? Yes, I love math too. All good. Can I move on? I don't know why this one not moving. Weird. Okay. Testing. All good. So you find K first, then sub in, is it? No, I never find K for this question. Okay, I never find K for this. I never find K for this question. K was not given to me. Okay? But they tell me that my A is 24. So this whole junk K B cubed is 24. I don't need to find my K, I don't need to find my B cubed. So it's like the whole thing KB cubed, it's a whole value 24. You understand? Then the K is 百岁. No, because the formula is like that. Because you see, A is directly proportional to the cube of B. Okay? With this first sentence over here, you have to put a K in front because it is directly proportional by some constant, which we don't know what is it. But it doesn't matter. You understand? But it doesn't matter. Okay? Then they tell me that, okay, 24 is for particular value of B. So I will say, okay, so A is 24 for KB cubed. You don't care what is a B, it's just B. Okay? So KB cubed, the whole thing is 24. Then, because they say the B is half, so my new B will be B divided by 2, which is half B. So with half B, I need to find what's my new A. So we use this formula. So nu A equals to KB cubed. You see, I put bracket here, so whatever your B is, you throw inside the bracket. So half B is thrown inside the bracket. No, you have to put the K inside. Okay, you have to put the K inside. It's part of the so-called formula. Because you see, if you don't put the K, you are saying that the A is equals to B cubed, which is not correct. There is some constant that's related. You understand? You cannot just take away the K. So K doesn't affect my answer. The K is like, is part of the formula. Okay? So then after that, I sub it in and simplify. Then I shift and see that, oh, my new A is actually 1 over 8 times KB cubed. So I'm trying to find my new A in terms of KB cubed. You understand? And I see that, oh, it is 1 over 8 times KB cubed. So I simply just replace KB cubed with 24. And I get the 3. Yes. Okay, I got 2 moderator. Okay, you will get muted if you're lucky. You will get blocked if you're unlucky. Okay, so please don't spam the chat, because there are people in this session who are learning the math. Okay, if you are not interested, not genuine learning, please swipe away and go and join other live chat, not here. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. No, I'm doing set 1 to set 5 only. I'm not doing primary school question. Okay, so now next is again set 2 topic, which is the map scale. Yes, set 1 to set 5. Okay, come in to like and share. I'm doing EMath today, Sec 2 EMath today, okay? And I don't do JC, okay? Okay, let's continue. So a map scale, look at this. A map scale 1 is to 250,000. So this is trying to tell you that because the actual distance, okay, is too big, you cannot put it in on the map. You understand? So what you need to do is, you need to have a scale. So by default, okay, by default is 1 cm is to 250,000 cm. So the first thing is always write out the unit first. Okay, then you look if the actual distance between two towns is 7 km. You see the actual is km. So if the actual is km, I'm going to change my right hand side to km. Good luck to the person. Bye. I think today like so many weird people. I think my moderator will be very busy today. Yes, Minecraft, by default is always 1 cm to the cm. They will not put the cm, but by default is cm is to cm. So next is you need to know how to change your unit, okay? So what you're going to do is, I'm going to change cm to km. So kids, you see, cm to meter is divided by 100. No. Don't change the 7 km to cm. You should change the right hand side actual to km first. Understand? So what you're going to do is, cm change to meter is divided by 100. Meter change to km is divided by 1000. So you see 50. So what you do is you take 250,000 divide by 100. This is to change to meter. Divide by 1000. This is to change to km. And press equal, and you get 2.5. So that means this is 1 cm represent 2.5 km. So it means 1 cm represents 2.5 km on the map. This is length scale. Okay? This is length scale. So next is 7 km is actual, right? So I'm going to put a 7 km on the right hand side. So now kids, the question is 2.5 multiplied by what give me 7? So you know that you take 7 divided by 2.5. Take 7 divided by 2.5 and you get 2.8. Multiply by 2.8. So you do the same on this side. Okay, it means, oh, so that means in order to represent 7 km on the map, you use 2.8 cm to represent. And 2.8 cm is the answer. Why cannot change from km to cm though? You don't deal with, no, you see, length scale, right hand side actually you change it to either km or meter, depending on the so-called the length. Because after that, when you do area scale, okay, you need to square both sides. Okay, if you square both sides, if you have too many zeros, when you go and square it, you will have headache. No. You have to change the right hand side to km. Okay, change the right hand side to km, and then after that, the actual is 7 km, you find out what is the cm. Because later part, you will know why we will change it to km, because you need it to do km square. Imagine you do 1 cm to 2.5, you still keep as this one. Then later length scale, I want to change to area scale. You're going to square both sides. 250,000, you square it, you've got to write many zeros. Yes, you can do so, but you're wasting time writing the zero, agree now? Okay, wasting time writing the zero. So next is, now they tell me, okay, area scale. Now they tell me, okay, a forest has an area of 4.5 cm square. Calculate in square kilometer. You see, they already tell you they want km square. So it means that you, before you square both sides to find the area scale, you change the right hand side to km, which we did on our first part, right? So I'm going to plug out the 1 cm represent 2.5 km here. This is still length scale. So now I'm going to change it to area scale. So I'm going to square both sides. So when you square both sides, you get 1 cm square represent, wait yes, correct. If you have so many zero, it's very difficult for you to handle. You also spend time writing the zero. And what if you have extra, you write one extra zero, or you write one less zero, right? So then next, after I square both sides, this side is 6.25 km square. So this scale is to measure for the area scale. So next is, they say calculate the actual area. So now this time, they give me the map 4.5 cm square. So this 4.5 should be on the left hand side on the map. So 4.5 cm square should be here. So then you ask yourself, oh, actually it's not easy, it's just multiply by 4.5. So you do the same on the other side. So 6.25 times 4.5 will give you 28.125 km square. So this is the actual area of the forest. Understand? Okay, just to take note although the answer say that you can round off to 3SF, which is over here, in case you see 28.1, right? But I don't think I want to round off. Why? You know that we will only round off when we know that it is what they call irrational, so-called irrational number. If it's a terminating decimal, we just leave it as it is. So 28.125 is exact one. So we should not round it off to 3SM, you understand? Woohoo! So, of course, map scale, many students has no issue on the length scale. Okay, they only end up maybe having error on the conversion. Okay, but 90% of our students will be stuck on the area scale. Okay, so just take note. Yes, so area scale, just make sure that before you square both sides, always change the right hand side to the bigger unit first. So this one is I change to km because the area scale is km square. If you know that the area is meter square, then you just change the right hand side to meter. So when you're dealing with ratio regardless of units, the power that you multiply in must be equal. Okay? I don't understand what you're asking. You square both sides for this case. You see, you ratio, you don't go and square or whatsoever. I mean, you don't square, you don't cube, you don't particularly do what. It's just for this map scale. You want to find area scale, so you just square both sides. Okay? Okay, we're done with this question 2. Let's move on. What, Lisa, what, you want to ask? No, like the time 4.5. Oh, yes. That means you time a number on one side, the other side must also be the same. Okay, actually ratio is the same as fraction. It's just like if I today tell you that half is actually 1:2, correct or not? So you want to change to equivalent fraction, I times 2 is 2/4. Same apply for ratio, right? I times 2 must be the same number, so it's 2:4. So I don't change the value, I only change to equivalent ratio. You understand? What? Please, don't please suddenly here, there, If you want to ask something, ask correctly, You here, there, how am I going to know what you're asking? Okay? Next. Next is probability, Probability, simple probability. Just to let you know that probability has simple probability and advanced probability. This is only simple probability. Sec 2, usually they only learn simple probability. Then either Sec 3 or Sec 4, they learn advanced probability. Okay? So same value, just different number, right? Don't understand? You mean the 1:2 and 2:4, is it? Yes, it seems like equivalent fraction, like 1/2 is the same as 2/4. 2/4 is the same as 3/6. It's also the same as 4/8 because all represent half. They are equivalent fraction. Same apply for ratio. It's just that fraction is vertical and ratio is horizontal. You go toilet, but I'm not going to stop for you. I will overthink if I do this question. Don't overthink. Okay, map scale is quite fixed. Okay? Okay, let's move on. Okay, next is probability. So now a bag contains 30 balls. Okay? They tell me, okay, I'm going to write out so-called the branching to know how many balls I have. I have 30 in total. I have 3 types of color. Okay? I have X red. I have 8 blue. And I have the rest are white. So the rest is what? The rest is called 30 minus X minus 8. So this is called 30 minus X minus 8. This is white. And we know that we can simplify this, so we will write it as 22 minus X. So I know that I have X red, 8 blue, and 22 minus X white. Okay? Next, let's continue. They say, okay, find the probability of picking a blue ball. So, probability of picking a blue ball is easy. Out of the total, which is I have out of 30 balls, I know I will have 8. So, it's just 8 out of 30. So, 8 out of 30, when you simplify, give you 4 out of 15, and you are done. No capital letter in my chat session. And if you are genuinely don't know the question, please ask the question properly. If not, I will just ignore the question. Thank you. My 2 moderators will actually mute or block whoever put capital letter in my session. Okay, the blue is easy. Okay, now let's move on to the black ball. Okay, so the probability of getting a black ball. So what is the probability of getting a black ball? If you don't simplify, is it considered wrong? You mean this one? You see, in primary school, they already mentioned that fractions or whatsoever you need to auto simplify. Okay. Last time my students would argue with me. Sure, the question ever asked me to simplify. The question ever asked me to simplify. Because initially when kids learn primary school, they will have this question. They say, leave your answer in the simplest form. Leave your answer in the simplest form. Then as you go upper primary school, then they skip the sentence already. They don't write the leave your answer in simplest form. Then after that, students will argue me, sure, they never say must leave in the simplest form. I said that one is auto. Okay, so always put it in the simplest form. Yes, you are right that there's no black ball. I only have red, I have blue, you have white. No matter how you pick the ball, pick until tomorrow, you will never pick the black ball because there are 0 black ball. So the probability of picking up a black ball is 0. Simplify is 约减. Wow, you teaching me Chinese? 是吗？是约减吗？ Simplify means as in like in terms of fraction, from 8 over 30 become 4 over 15 is called simplify. Okay? Okay, next. This one easy. Okay? Yes, which free 2 marks. Probability actually, simple probability is actually free 2 marks only. Okay, now next this one. Usually students know how to do this first two. Usually students will stuck on this question. Okay, they will say, if the probability of picking up a white ball is 1/5, find the value of x. That's what, Yes, fraction must always give in the simplest form. Okay, then they say 1 over 5. They say probability of picking up a white. So let's refer back to the front. My white here over here give me is 22 over x. 22 minus x. Then they suddenly tell me the probability of picking white is 1/5. It's fine. So you will say probability of white. So if I refer to in front, no problem, just learn. Aiyo, you're so cute leh. Will lose all marks or half mark if don't simplify. There's no half mark thing. So you see just now that question is 1 mark, right? So frankly speaking, first of all, now you already know you must simplify. So auto, you must always simplify. This is one thing. Secondly is, it really depends on the teacher want to deduct the mark or not. Okay? It really depends on the teacher want to deduct the mark or not. Maybe that day, your teacher is not very happy. Don't want to even give you that 1 mark. Or maybe the teacher, good mood, then give you the mark. Okay? Okay, so let's move on. Probability of white. So if I base on my this branching, I will write 22 minus x at my numerator, right? Denominator is 30. So I will put 30, and then this one is 22 minus x. So technically speaking, if I follow the first part of the question just now, 8 over 30, I will also do the same as 22 minus x over 30, correct? So by right, this is the answer. This is my probability of picking white. But they also tell me it is 1/5 So I form the equation. So I will say, so therefore 22 minus x over 30 is equals to 1 over 5. Okay? Either you can, like Minecraft, you say you want to change the denominator to 30. Yes, you can do so. That's provided that you can have the 5 can times 6 But by right, the way of, hello Cheryl. So by right, the way of doing is you just cross multiply. So I'm going to cross multiply because it's a linear equation and I'm supposed to be both sides single fraction, then I can cross multiply. So cross multiply, I have 5 times 22 minus x is equals to 30 times 1. So then this one I will get, where's my working? Then after that I will get 110 minus 5x equals to 30. So let's solve it. Minus 5x equals to 30 minus 110. Minus 5x equals to minus 80. X equals to minus 80 divided by negative 5. X equals to 16. Okay, don't ask me why I'm so long-winded, right? And there's so many steps. First of all is some students may not catch it, so I have to write in more detail. So that if sometimes I say from here fly to here, later you wonder how I fly here. Okay, so I never skip step. That's why you can see that my TikTok videos, I also write the steps very detailed. Then always have 110 is 5 times 22. I do the rainbow. 5 times 22, 110. This one times this one is minus 5x. Okay? Yes, expand. Okay? So, like in this way, you see, I can get my 2 marks. Okay, I write in details is so that students can catch the steps by step. But of course, if you are someone who already know very well, you want to skip 1-2 steps. Okay, don't skip from here, starting skip to here. That's when your teacher cannot understand your steps, then they will just lose mark. 5 times question mark, question mark. 5 times question mark, question mark. 5 times question mark, question mark. Where? 5 times 22, 110. 5 times negative x minus 5x. Can I move on? Can I move on? 110 from 5 times 22. Yes, Justin, thanks for telling the student. Where does the 5x come from? 5 times x, 5x. What I did was I just do the rainbow here. See here, this one times this one. Positive 5 times 22, it is 110. Positive 5 times negative is minus 5x. Okay? Okay, let's move on to question 3. This is similarity congruency. Ta-da-da-da! You can just see my, either if you're interested to sign up my tuition, you can actually go to my bio, click on the link, and then after that sign up. Okay? But if you want me to teach you for free, you can either attend my free live session, or you can go to the YouTube, go and see all my past live session. Okay? No, I'm not doing, I'm only teaching Sec 1 to Sec 5 EMath and EMath, sorry. Okay? Let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Okay, similarity congruency. Look at this. AB is parallel with DC. So AC and DB meet at E, blah, blah, blah. So all the information are put into the diagram. Okay. Make sure that you always read the question. Make sure all the information are onto the diagram. Okay, verify that, because sometimes students just take it for granted that they already write for you, but not necessary. EMath is for all level. Got Express, Normal Acad, and Normal Tech. Everyone take EMath, that's default. Okay? Okay, let's move on. So now they tell me that triangle AED are congruent with BEC. Okay? So kids, you need to know that congruent means exactly the same. Exactly the same. Same angle, same sides. Exactly the same. So they are trying to tell me that, see look at my alphabet Angle A is the same as angle B. Angle A is the same as angle B. So I know that B here is 67 degrees. Okay? They ask you to find BCE and it's only 1 mark. So it means that I don't have to write like, wow, the reason blah, 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 everything, no need. You understand? So I know this is 67. No, I don't know. I never get my ABD yet. I will not get my ABD. How will you get ABD? Okay, so next is they want BCE, right? BC. Your task is to find this one. Okay? Your task is to find this one. Okay. So kids, this angle, do you know what's this angle? Okay, first I will say angle EB. Okay, I just write angle EBC is equals to angle. See, you need to follow the alphabet order. EBC means it's EAD. EAD, which is equals to 67 degrees. You can just say this is triangle AED congruent to triangle BEC. Okay? Next is this one. Angle BEC. BEC equals to 180 degrees minus 93. This is a straight line. Straight line. So it will give me wait you will give me where's my answer? 87 87 degree. This is 87 degree. So to find angle BCE, easy. Angle BCE is simply 180 minus 87 minus 67, and we get 26 degrees. Done. Someone say my writing very untidy, kena block or kena muted. My handwriting messy meh? Okay, let's move on. Already very neat, right? Okay, maybe this one now. Okay, this one 67, I never write clearly lah. Okay, I erase and then I write 67. This one 87 untidy, right? Okay, I write 87. The rest looks okay to me lah. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this is not done yet. This is only part 1. Then after that, part 2, they ask for BAE. BAE. So let's go back and see where's BAE. Sorry, I forget to update the diagram. This is 26 degrees. Okay. They want BAE. BAE, BAE here. Yeah, my handwriting definitely is okay. Some people just being funny lah. Never mind, I just entertain them. Okay, BAE, BAE. So I need to find this. So how do I find this? Actually, do you see this marking here? This is an isosceles triangle. So I can easily find this angle because you can see this is Z, Z alternate. So to find this angle here, I just take 180 minus 93 divided by 2. So over here, I will take 180 degree minus 93, then divide by 2. Okay, and I will get how much? 180 minus 93 divided by 2, I get 43.5 degree. Okay, so over here it is 43.5 degree, and this one is Z. So I will say BAE is equals to angle DCE, which is equals to 43.5 degree. This is alternate angle. Okay, put the parallel line AB parallel with DC. AB parallel with DC, and we are done. Thank you, Mr. G, for helping me to answer the question. Okay, let's move on. Next, they want BD. This one, many students see. Let's update my diagram first. This is 43.5 degree. I need to put it in. Okay, kids, I need to find BD, BD, BD. I have DE, but I don't have my BE. So this one is using the similarity. So I'm going to make use of this one. Okay, to find the unknown length. How? Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this one. See here. The triangle ABE is similar to triangle CDE. Okay, you don't have to rewrite this one. Okay, I write here is to show you how I form the fraction. So what I'm going to do is, you know that when similar means that the corresponding length are the same ratio. So I will write AB over CD. AB over CD is equals to BE over DE equals to AE over CE. So you can see that I make it very systematic. First two letter, second and third, first and third. So this is the ratio, the length ratio. Okay. Then next is you fill in the blank. See what you have. Okay. So I play cheat a bit, not play cheat. I mean I have another diagram here. Here. So it's easier for you to see. So now AB I have put in the blank 14. CD I have 21. BE BE don't have, leave it alone. DE I have 14. AE don't have, leave it, is that fine. CE I have 14. Okay, then look at it. You want BD, so actually you are actually interested to find BE. So it means you want to find this BE. So I'm going to use these two. Okay, I'm going to use these two. So then with these two, I can form equation and then after that solve. So it's 14 over 21 equals to BE over 14. Cross multiply 21 BE is equals to 14 times 14. Okay, move on. So B means that BE is equals to 14 times 14 over 21 and that will give me 9/1/3 cm. But we are not done yet because this is only BE. I want BD. So that means I still need to add my 14. So I will have to say, therefore, BD is equals to 9/1/3 plus 14 equals to 23/1/3 cm. Done. Understand? You cannot use Tuakaso. Why? Because there's no right angle triangle in this question. There is no right angle triangle in this question. So you cannot use Tuakaso. Chala, you are which level? Okay. So take note, Tuakaso only apply for right angle triangle. So in this question you cannot use. Okay. It could be you can use non-right angle triangle formula but for this Sec 2 you haven't learned non-right angle triangle formula. So you'll be using the similarity to solve. Okay. Is there any like fast method? Where got fast method? There's no fast method. Okay? There's no shortcut to everything. Math is just need to do steps by steps. You just need to similarity, write out the statement, write out the 3 steps fraction, put in the whatever length that you have, and then after that, then after that you solve it. Okay? Okay, let's move on. What's my next question? Next question is parallelogram. Okay? Parallelogram. Can you help me to like and share? Can I drink water? Thanks for the like. Okay, help me to like and share. Is the chat moving? Like, quite like that. Thank you, Perry. Thanks for the like. Thanks for the like. Okay, let's move on. Ouch. Okay, the diagram shows. You teach better than my school teachers, yeah. They touch and go only leh. No comments. Never mind, it's okay lah. Sometimes some students are lucky to have good teachers. Some students may not be so lucky. I mean, it happens to all students, okay? Be it wherever you go. Wherever you go. Sometimes even, let's say I go to poly or go to university, I may meet teacher that, wow, they teach in university also cannot understand what they're teaching. Correct or not? So it still depends on some luck but then if you really cannot understand your school teacher, then you will have to find some ways to resolve it. Be it whether you learn it online, find other ways. She said they don't care one. I should not say that. I don't want to say all secondary school teachers are like that. There are definitely good teachers out there also. So we cannot just straight away stereotype all secondary school teachers are no good. No, you cannot think this way. Yeah. Okay. I don't think your teacher is right to go and stereotype that secondary school teacher don't care. No, no such thing. Yeah, actually I don't think it's everyone. We do not stereotype anyone. Okay. And set 1 is just the basic. She says some. No lah, it's okay. I mean, even if she say, so, what is her 用意? What is her intention to tell you that some teachers don't care? We cannot control how other adults or how other people behave, right? So if we met a teacher which is maybe doesn't teach very well or not so good or don't care, then we just have to find our ways to solve it. So we don't go and judge or say people are no good or whatsoever. Okay? It's just to tell you to study hard. Maybe I think what she's trying to tell you is you all have to be disciplined, be responsible of your own learning. Okay? Don't care. I think what your teacher means by don't care means the teacher is not going to sit beside you and make sure you do your work, make sure you do this, do this. This is what they mean by don't care. Yes, on your own, independent. They want you to take the learn responsible yourself, you understand? Okay, let's move on. You can never rely on teacher one. You must always depend on yourself. Alamak, why my trace together come out? Wait. Okay, let's go on. Come. So this one, parallelogram, PQRS. So you need to know formula to find parallelogram is base times height, okay? So we know that this is a parallelogram. It is base times height. So let's find the base and the height. So let's say this is a 70. 70 perpendicular height is 60. So this one very straightforward. It's just 70 times 60. And it will give you 4200 meter square. Done. Okay? 4200 meter square. Next is, hence calculate the length of PB. Okay, calculate the length of PB. Okay, kids. A lot of students always don't know the part 2. So, you see, do you agree that the area of the parallelogram will not change? Right? So, if this is the base, okay, see, this is my base, correct? I call it base 1. So, the perpendicular corresponding height is this one. Agree? Now, I change, So, if I say I want this to be my base, so I call this my base 2. So, if this is my base, I will have to find the corresponding height, agree? So, where is the corresponding height? The corresponding height will be this one. This will be my H2. So, it's like a married couple, you don't marry the wrong person, right? B2 marry H2, B1 marry H1, So, but both of them, B1 times H1 is the same as B2 times H2 because it's the same area of the parallelogram. Understand? So, what you're going to do is, since I already have my area of my parallelogram, I will say the 80 multiplied by the PB will give me the same area, which is 4200. So my PB, simply take 4200 divided by 80, and I will get, this one is 52.5, 52.5 cm. Okay. Yep. Hey! Oh, cm. I say wrongly, right? It should be meter. Okay. Can? Okay. So that is for this parallelogram question. So let's see what's the next question. Ta-da! Algebra. Everyone understand this parallelogram part? So cute. Actually, a lot of people ask me for the pen, but I do agree that this pen very nice to write lah. Actually, this one I think they can ask me to sponsor lah. I now lack of blue pen. Can anybody sponsor the pen or not? I lazy to go and buy. Pilot G thematic 0.7. Both my red pen and blue pen is the same. Okay. Yeah, correct. Is it correct? I see the spelling TECMACS. Then you get 0.71. 0.71. Although 0.7 sounds like very thick, right? But no, actually the way when actually writing it is still fine. Actually, my student, one time I used my student red pen, and it's this brand ma. Then I fall in love with it. Then I buy it. Then after that, I also go and buy the blue one. Yeah. Okay. Yes, lucky pen for exam. You know, like my student, right? I show you all this thing. You see? Do you see this thing? Ta-da! Keychain. This is Teacher Kangie. So last time I will give my students everyone a keychain. So actually this is their lucky charm. They will bring it for exam, because a lot of time they say they see my face, they will know how to do. So they will just, you know, they cheat in some sense. They see my face, then they will know how to do. Yeah. Okay. I think only one student gonna confiscated before for bringing this, saying it's cheating. But most of the time, it's okay lah. They just put it there ma. Yeah. Just for fun lah. Because my student always say, they don't know how to do. Then when they come to, when they see my face, then they suddenly know how to do already. Okay, let's move on. No, I'm not teaching in school. I'm a private tutor, full-time tutor. Okay, let's move on. Okay, next, algebra. My favorite. Why the teacher confiscate? I also don't know that. got one student, the teacher confiscate. Maybe because my student, I'm guessing my student keep looking at it. I'm guessing my student keep looking at it. Then maybe the teacher thought that there's something that she's trying to cheat or something like that. Okay, so let's move on. So now this one, simplify. Simplify means expand and simplify. Okay, so 3 minus, so I'm going to do the rainbow here. Okay, so it will be 3, see negative times positive, negative. 4 times 2x, 8x. Negative times negative, plus. 4 times 1, 4. So let's simplify. 3 plus 4 is 7. So this one got no friend, just put minus 8x, done. This one easy, 1 mark only. Stare at it. Cannot lah, don't stare. You stare, you still have to put effort. Doesn't mean that you stare. Teacher Kangie will pop up and do the question for you. No. Stare is to get some inspiration. Okay. I don't have the magic by staring at the keychain. The answer will suddenly pop up yourself. No. Okay. Now factorization. This is Sec 2. So by Sec 2 you already learned. Remember I say last lesson Sec 1 is factorization. You learn taking out common factor. Okay. Sometimes some schools Sec 2 will already teach taking the grouping terms. But now this is Sec 2. So for Sec 2, you definitely already learned factorization by grouping terms. I'm horrible at math. Then you practice your math. I practice make perfect. Okay, most important is your learning attitude, whether you are willing to learn or not. Okay, you're willing to learn, you're willing to do the work properly. Eventually, horrible at math also can get better at math. Okay, let's move on. So grouping terms means you group 2 by 2. Okay, kids, not necessary is always 2 by 2. Most of the time, commonly is group 2 by 2. For this question, is group 2 by 2. So sometimes you may need to shift the position. Okay, sometimes it's already placed nicely for you. So let's test it out and see whether is it placed nicely. So if it's placed nicely, then we ask ourselves, okay, if I take out, see what common factor can I take out? I'm super willing to learn. Good. Okay. 我不怕教差的学生，我只怕教 attitude, lazy and don't want to try 学生。Okay, come take out A. You see, I'm going to take out A. I left with 3A plus 4B. Okay, so now the third and the fourth term, I'm going to take out negative 3x. So minus 3x. Take out A and X. No, this one should take out number as well. So I should take out 3 as well also, and I take out minus 3. So open bracket, this one left with 3A. Kids, this one common mistake. You see, a lot of students, minus I take out 3, I put minus 4B. But you see, if I'm going to rainbow back, negative times negative, does it give me negative? No. Negative times negative doesn't give me negative. So the error is because this is supposed to be a plus. Negative times positive, minus. So make sure that you always check. This is the common place that students always make mistake. Okay, yes. So, and then after that, do you see that there's a common factor? It's just that your common factor is a bracket. So I shall take out the common factor, 3a plus 4b. I will left with a minus 3x. And we are done. This is factorization by grouping terms. Okay? Huh? You really want a dog? You really want a dog? How is it going to link with math? Is it that your parents promise to buy you a dog if you do well for your math? Okay, let's move on. Let me see the time. Okay, 9:06 still okay. Okay. Then you 加油 lor. Then you must 加油 with your exam. Okay? I always believe that you're willing to work hard. 老天爷有眼 will make sure that you will have some result. Okay? I tried for 4 years now. Don't give up. Ask yourself whether do you improve. That's the most important question. If you feel that you already improve, then that's good enough. Continue to just improve. Improve 1 mark a day is also slowly, eventually will be very good. Okay? Don't give up. Okay, like this one. This is algebraic fraction. Also learned in Sec 2. So I'm going to write it bigger. That one is a bit small. 24x squared y cubed over 2ax. I also change the divide to multiply. Then I'm going to switch this one. 3a at the denominator become to the numerator. This one become 4y squared. This one big enough. Can see or not? Okay, so nobody around, I can pang gang already, is it? Testing. Let's see how many people are listening to me. Nobody listening. I'm going to off work. Must make sure you're waking up. Wake up. Good, Okay, let's continue. So let's see, we need to simplify this, Good. Okay, you need to simplify this. Okay, now let's simplify. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cancel. Okay, I use another color to cancel. For you guys, when you want to cancel, you all can use pencil to cancel. Try not to use pen to cancel, because you use pen cancel is very untidy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is divide by 4, 1, divide by 4, I get 6. Okay, 2 and the 6 also can simplify. So divide by 2, 1, divide by 2, 3. Okay, then do you see that the numerator for the number I have 3 times 3. So it means it's a 9. Okay, now let's take a look at the x. The numerator is x squared, denominator is x. So that means I can cancel the smaller one. This one 2 minus 1, so I left with 1 more x. So that means my numerator left with an x. Okay, now let's take a look at the a. A and a means cancel away, no more a. Next, y squared and y cubed. Cancel the y squared, this one 3 minus 2, I left with 1 more y. So in the end, I left with y. Denominator, actually you see that you cancel everything, right? So actually denominator is just 1. So when you simplify, it is 9xy. Okay, so this one is, you need to be very clear on cancelling diagonally up and down. Okay, for students who find that this is very confusing, sometimes I will just tell them to put it into a single fraction first. So alternate method okay, alternative I like how we are interested in this, but not our Zoom lessons online. Huh? What are you talking about? Who's that? Okay, see I also teach Zoom kids. You know, my own tuition, I also do Zoom. I don't do physical tuition, you know. So, is it still Zoom? Means that we are interested in your lesson. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Give you kiss. Lots of kiss. Okay, come. Alternative, see here. I'm going to simplify into single fraction. 24 times 3. Put it into a single fraction. I put it as 72. And then after that, I put as ax squared y cubed over number 2 times 4, so it's 8. A xy squared. You see, I just put it into a single fraction, so it's neater, you see. It's neater. Yeah. Teacher Kangie kiasi. I scared die. COVID very scary. I hide at home, do Zoom. Okay, so kids, alternative is you put it into a single fraction. So what I did was I just do the 24 times 3, so it's 72, right? Then the a I put it in front, x squared I put it behind, y cubed I put it behind. Then the denominator 2 times 4 I put it as a, then put a x y squared. I just put it like that. So when I cancel, it's easier. You see, a cancel, x cancel, and then after that y squared cancel, this one left 1. Divide by 8, 1, divide by 8, 9. So in the end, I get 9xy. So it's neater this way. Of course, you can go this way. But some students find, I'm scared later I miss out anything. Then you put it into a single fraction. Then you cancel. Understand? COVID, yes, it's very scary. Everyone is scared of COVID. Okay? Just make sure that you just play your parts. Play your parts as in, like, you know, responsible for yourself lah. Then the rest is just leave it to fate lah. Okay, no, let's move on to next one. Algebraic fraction again, expressed as a single fraction. But if bigger number, then how? Okay, you can use calculator ma. Or are you trying to say the alphabet? You can, it's okay, 24 times 3, you can press calculator, then you just put a number. It's easier. Okay, this is just for neater lah. Okay, just for neater. You can actually do this one, no problem one. Just make sure that you can only cancel diagonally, and up and down. Okay, please don't cancel side by side. So I always tell my student ribbon the numbers and the letter. Cannot just do it systematically, no issue. Okay, I think my TikTok videos, there's some indices question. You can go and take a look how I do my indices lah. Okay, come, let's move on. So for bottom, expressed as a single fraction. So again, this is a bit too small. Maybe I can write. This is 5x plus 6 over 2x squared minus x minus 6 minus 2 over x minus 2. Okay, so kids, I'm supposed to combine this into a single fraction. But whenever you see the denominator is quadratic, please factorize it first. Okay, so I'm going to factorize it using the cross method. Of course, I play cheat. Okay, so it's 2 minus 1 minus 6. So I get, so this one is 5x plus 6 over 2 bracket. One is x minus 2. The other one is 2x plus 3. Okay, minus 2 over, I'm going to put bracket. So this one is x minus 2. Okay, when this kind of question come out, when you factorize this quadratic one of them definitely will be x minus 2, understand? If you don't get x minus 2, somewhere is wrong with your cross method. Okay? Can understand? Okay, then let's move on. So now I need to combine into a single fraction. This side need to multiply with 2x plus 3. So it will be 5x plus 6 minus 2 multiplied by 2x plus 3 over x minus 2 and 2x plus 3. So kids, the denominator, please do not expand. Keep your denominator as 2 bracket, understand? Keep your denominator as 2 bracket. So now I'm going to simplify the top. So it will be 5x plus 6 rainbow. This is minus 4x. This is minus 6 over 2 bracket x minus 2 and 2x plus 3. 5x minus 4x is x, plus 6 minus 6 is 0. So it's x over x minus 2 and 2x plus 3. Done. Huh? Mona Joy, what, how? Oh god, algebra, my favorite, right? Algebra. So this is combined into a single fraction. So all you need to do is you factorize the quadratic first. Okay, factorize the quadratic first using cross method. And then after that, you will have 2 bracket. And like I mentioned, 2 bracket, one of the bracket definitely must be x minus 2. If don't have x minus 2, that means somewhere is wrong already. Yes, then combine into a single fraction. So what I do is, because this side, the denominator only have x minus 2, it doesn't have 2x plus 3. So I need to multiply 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3. And that's why I combine into a single fraction, minus 2 multiplied with 2x plus 3. So then I do rainbow on this part, rainbow, rainbow, then simplify, I get this. All good. I don't get the third step. Which part? 1, 2, 3. This part, you mean from here to here? Awesome. Is it that this step you don't know? Denominator don't expand. Can you show how to simplify the quadratic equation in the calculator? Okay, I use the, okay, let me say the correct, okay, wait, one by one first. Okay, let me settle, Minecraft remind me to tell you the thing. Okay, let me explain to Awesome first. Okay, what I do is, okay, I use another way to explain to you. If today I have 1 over 2 minus 2 over 14. 6 lah, make it simple, 6. Okay, I want to combine into a single fraction. It should be this side. Okay, I want to combine this into a single fraction. Okay, so I need to change them to the same denominator, right? So I know I want to change to 6. So this side I know I need to times 2 times 2. Agree? I need to multiply by the missing one. So this 6 I factorize is actually, we know that it's 3 times 2. So that's why we know that I need to times 2 or times 2. Okay, this is normal fractions that we all know. Then actually algebra is also the same thing. So look at here. My denominator is x minus 2 times 2x plus 3. Then my right hand side already have x minus 2. So it means that I need to multiply by 2x plus 3 and 2x plus 3. And so my denominator is x minus 2 and 2x plus 3. So combined, it will be 5x plus 6 minus 2 times 2x plus 3. Awesome, do you understand? Okay, good. So Minecraft, you say they're asking you the cross method. Kids, the official way to do the cross method, okay, it's, see here. Okay, what I do is, this is, you have to be very careful when you use this one to do the cross method. Why? Because this is solving quadratic equation. It is not used for, it is not using for factorization, you understand? So what I did is, I just key in 2, I key in -1, I key in -6, okay, and I get 2. And 2 means it's x minus 2, so one of the bracket is x minus 2. And then when I press equal again, I get minus 3 over 2. So minus 3 over 2, the bracket is 2x plus 3. Okay, this is a shortcut, but it's, if you don't understand how to use it, don't use it. Better to use the cross method to solve. 2x squared minus 6 minus x. Here is 2x and x. This is 3 and 2. So I want to get minus x. So this one is minus, this one is plus. So I get minus 4x. This is plus 3x. So 3 columns are correct. Then we know that, oh, so it's 2x plus 3 and x minus 2. This is the official way to do the cross method. Okay, for me is I just shortcut. I know how to use the calculator solving quadratic equation to help me to do my factorization, so I use it. So students who haven't learned the proper cross method, don't use that method. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so next is the prism, finding the total surface area. Okay, so this is a prism. Prism means that you have uniform cross-sectional area. So when it's a uniform cross-sectional area, okay, so kids, you have to just so-called memorize the formula. As long as it's a prism, the first thing I want you to find out is where is the cross-sectional area. So the cross-sectional area is the area whereby it is uniform throughout. So this portion, this face, is the cross-sectional area. Okay? Because this face and the other side is the same. So this is called a uniform cross-sectional area. So this is my cross-sectional areas. Sometimes, in fact, most of the time they call it base area. So to find the total surface area, the formula is first, identify the cross-sectional shape. Next is parameter of the cross-section. Okay, parameter multiplied by the height of prism. Okay, put bracket plus 2 base area. Okay, understand? Oh, how you know? You can see a cone. Why is so clever? Yes. Okay, so parameter of cross-section. See here. So I have 12. What is this? This one is 11 minus 7. So this is 4. This is 12 minus 4. So this is 8. This is 7. This is 4. So I'm going to just do, wait, I see my working. So it will be 12 plus 4, 12 plus 4 plus 4 plus 7 plus 8 plus 11 multiplied by the height of the prism. Height of the prism is just now the cross-sectional area. The other side is the cross-sectional area, right? So this 3 is the height of the prism. It's like sandwich. The cross-section sandwich. That's the height of the prism. So times 3. Okay, this is this part. Plus 2 base area. So now my 2 base area, what is my 2 base area? You have to cut this 4 times 4 plus 11 times 8. Okay, so plus all together, you get 138 plus 2 times 104 equals to 346 cm squared. Done. I cannot split into simpler like rectangle and square. Yes, you can. You see, that's what I did, you see. I split it into a square and a rectangle. That's to find the base area because this is a composite shape, right? So I break it into a square and a rectangle. Okay. This one is a prism. Okay. So you just find the base area shape. Find the parameter of the base shape, multiply by the height of the prism, plus 2 base area. The 2 base area is I break it into a square and a rectangle to find the base area. This is the base area. Where you get the plus 2 from again? This one? This one? Javier, is it this plus 2? Is 2 base area. You see, this portion here is all the lateral face. This face, this face, this face, this face, this face, and this face. This red color one is all the face that I just ticked. Okay? Then after that, this 2 base area is the top, so-called the one that is facing us and the one that is behind. So you have 2 base. 2 base. Okay? Okay, let's move on. Next is the cone. Okay, that's our last question. Okay, so see, this is volume of sphere. So sphere is the formula. Cone, nothing so scary about cone. Cone is just 1/3 of a cylinder. Okay, so what I'm going to do is still need to time the extended area. That's why time 3. Yeah, time 3 is the height of the prism. Okay, come. So it will be 4/3 times pi r cubed, that's the big sphere, which is 8, plus 4/3 pi 4 cubed. That will be volume of the two sphere. Okay, and that will give us, okay, see, this question never asks us to use 3.142 or 22/7. So by default, you use calculator pi. So when I press the calculator, I will get 2412.743, and then round it off to 3SF, 2410 cm cubed. Done. Okay. Okay, next, let's move on. They say find the volume in the cone that is not occupied by the balls. So I need to find the volume of the cone minus away the volume of the two sphere, and that will be the so-called empty space that is not occupied. So let's find the volume of the cone. So volume of the cone formula is 1/3 times pi r square h. So the cone base radius is 10, height is 25. So it's 1/3 times pi 10 square 25. This is volume of the cone. I'm going to minus the two sphere. So it's minus 2412.743. Kids, take note. You have to minus the long numbers. You cannot minus 2410. Understand? 2410 is this part A. This part answer. You need to round it off to 3SF. But when doing the working, you always must take the long numbers. And that's why I take the long numbers. So when I press the calculator, I will get 2617.9938 minus 2412.743, and that will give me 205.2508. Round it off to 3SF, I get 205 cm cubed. Done. 3SF. How do you choose which question to go through? Just wondering. I just randomly choose the question. No? Yeah, I look through the school papers and then I just select some questions. Okay? Okay, let's move on. Not done with this part. You see, look at here. They say the two metal sphere ball are melted. See, are melted and recast. So kids, when you see this, you know that the volume remain the same. Okay? So it means that, oh, okay, so that means previously my volume of the two sphere, this part, just now the first 2412.743. Okay? This is not a rectangular cone. This is a pyramid. Rectangular pyramid. Because the base is a rectangle. So, rectangle pyramid formula is 1/3 times the base area, which is 28 times 17, multiplied by the height. This is the volume of the pyramid. Because melted and recast, the volume remains the same. So this is equals to 2412.743. Okay. So next is, what we're going to do is, the height, simply just take this 2412.743 divided by this. Okay. And when I divide by 1/3 times 28 times 17, put bracket, you will get 15.206. Right after 3SF, 15.2 cm. 3SF, done. Ta-da! We are done for the day. On the dot. Haha, 9:30.